Thank you very much, Mheshimiwa Sifuna. My contribution on this topic today would be to speak about on point number 10, which is promoting sovereignty of the people and rule of law and constitutionalism. Now, dear Kenyans, I'm sure you have read in the sections of the media something that I would call passports gate. Kenya has been able to issue a passport to a gentleman related to a war general in a neighboring country. This has removed the neutrality that Kenya has had for a very long time in diplomatic circles. This action, if the country that we infringe with decides that they are going to take an action that is detrimental to our country. For example, you understand that these neighboring countries also import our tea. Now, if they decide to ban left alone, and the neutrality that we for a long time enjoyed will disappear. Kenyans going into other countries will now go through a multiple layer of security checks, which we did not have previously. Does this really help Kenyans, or it leaves us poorer than we used to be? Now, also on the right to peaceful assembly, just this morning, the state again has sent goons to this venue to come and interrupt what I believe is a constitutional undertaking. A government that knows what it is doing should not be afraid of a peaceful assembly of people where we are just going to contribute to a discourse that is meant to make our country better. During our Linda Mwananchi rally at Kitengela, there's a gentleman called Vincent Ayomo who was killed. What has happened? What has the government done since that loss? And as we are heading into an election, what should we expect from this government? Are Kenyans optimistic that this government is going to create an environment in which Kenyans will exercise their full rights of choosing the leaders that they desire to push this country forward? On the point around promoting and protecting young people, how does bullying wakina Zwena here when they are creating content help them? How is that creating an environment in which a Kenyan is supposed to exercise their right to oversight their own government? And how about what we are seeing the government doing, which is evicting young people from spaces in which they are doing gainful business activities to provide for their livelihoods? How does that leave Kenyans better off? What we are seeing here and what we saw yesterday is a government that is engaged in self-glorification, is a government that is out of touch with the reality. We might say all of these things that we want to say here this morning, but the fundamental question we should ask ourselves is, are we better off? Are we better off? I can speak personally about my payslip. This government takes a lot of money from my payslip. It is an amount of money which, if I had, would today be employing more than 6 people on a minimum wage. How am I supposed to be happy about that? For this and other reasons, and the contributions that my colleagues have made, we want to ask Kenyans not to be defeated in their minds, to maintain the vigilance at an individual level. As leaders, we can say whatever it is that we want to say here, but as Kenyans, we must decide that we want better for our country. And if we do that, we will be very ready to die standing than to die kneeling. Thank you very much.